And if that brings tears, let them come. Gratitude isn't always a bright, happy emotion. Sometimes it's tender. Sometimes it hurts a little. But that's okay. Feeling deeply means you've lived deeply. That's something to honor, not hide. There's something else I want to share that might feel a little different, but I promise it's worth trying. It's writing a thank you letter, not one you send, necessarily, but one you write for your own healing. Maybe it's to someone who helped you years ago, someone you lost, or even someone who hurt you but taught you something important. Sit down with a cup of tea, pull out a piece of paper, and just begin with, "Thank you." You might be surprised by what comes out. Writing like this helps your heart catch up with your mind. It puts emotions into words, and words into meaning. And when you give meaning to your experiences, they don't weigh you down so much. They start to lift you instead. These practices don't require a perfect life or a perfect day. They don't need everything to be going well. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the hard stuff, it's about choosing to look for the light, even when things feel dim. And let's be honest, some days will be dim. That's part of being human. But what you focus on grows. If you spend a little time each day nurturing gratitude, just like watering a plant, you'll start to notice new blooms even in the middle of familiar routines. Now, I want you to think about the last time you laughed. Not a polite chuckle or a quick smile, but a real, warm, belly-deep laugh. The kind that makes you feel lighter afterward. Humor and joy go hand in hand with gratitude. When you let yourself laugh, you're telling the world, "I'm still here. I'm still open to joy." And gratitude flows from that place. So, make space for laughter, watch that silly video again, talk to someone who always lifts your spirits, or even laugh at your own clumsiness when you drop your phone for the third time today. Laughter invites gratitude in through the back door. These are not complicated things. They're quiet shifts, small moments. But they matter. Because when you choose to be grateful, even in the face of aging, aches, or changes in your world, you're choosing to keep your spirit open. You're choosing to see that life still has treasures waiting to be noticed. Let's keep walking this path together. There are more ways we can invite gratitude into our lives, simple, gentle practices that meet us right where we are, no matter our age or circumstance, and one of those ways begins with the body you live in. I know, some mornings it's stiff, it creaks, it doesn't move quite the way it used to. But your body, this vessel that's carried you through decades of love, heartbreak, joy, loss, and laughter, it deserves a little gratitude too. That's why one of the most overlooked practices is thanking your body, even when it feels like it's slowing down. Try this tomorrow morning when you wake up. Before you get out of bed, place your hand on your chest and whisper a soft thank you. Thank you, heart, for beating through the night. Thank you, lungs, for carrying me through one more day. Even if something hurts, you can still say, thank you, knees, for trying. This may sound strange at first, but you'll begin to feel a shift, like you're no longer fighting your body, but partnering with it. And it doesn't end there. As you move through the day, find small ways to treat your body with kindness. A warm bath. A comfortable pair of shoes. A gentle stretch while watching your favorite show. Each act, however small, is a form of self-respect. And when you honor your body, gratitude naturally grows, because you're reminding yourself that you're still worthy of care, no matter your age. Now, let's talk about something truly powerful, gratitude for the hard times. This one isn't easy. But it is life-changing. All of us carry memories that ache, people we've lost, choices we regret, roads we never took. And yet, many of those moments taught us something. Maybe resilience. Maybe compassion. Maybe the simple wisdom of knowing what matters most. You don't have to pretend those moments were good. But you can be grateful for what they revealed. Sit with one of those memories, not to relive the pain, but to ask gently, what did I learn from this? You might be surprised at the answers. Maybe you became more patient. Maybe you learned how strong you really are. Maybe that hardship softened you in the best possible way. Gratitude doesn't mean denying pain. It means letting pain shape you without defining you. And here's something else: gratitude grows when you share it. One of the simplest and most fulfilling practices is telling someone what they mean to you. You don't need a big speech. Just a few heartfelt words can shift your entire day and theirs. Call a friend and say, "I was thinking about how much I appreciate your presence in my life." Or leave a note for someone you see often, a caregiver, a neighbor, the person who bags your groceries. When we speak gratitude aloud, it becomes real. It builds bridges between hearts. And don't forget to share it with yourself. Look in the mirror and say, "I'm proud of how far I've come." That's not vanity, it's nourishment. It's a way of honoring your life, not just for the good days, but for all the days you chose to keep going. By now, you might be thinking, this all sounds lovely, but what if I forget? What if I don't always feel grateful? And that's perfectly okay. Gratitude isn't about being perfect, it's about coming back to it, again and again. Some days, you might only feel grateful for your morning coffee or a favorite chair. That's enough. Gratitude isn't measured by size. It's measured by presence. You could even create a small ritual to help you remember. Maybe it's lighting a candle each evening and saying one thing you're thankful for. Maybe it's writing down a single sentence before bed. Or maybe it's just pausing once a day and placing your hand over your heart, taking a deep breath, and saying, "Today, I'm grateful to be here." Let these practices be gentle companions. They don't demand much, but they give a lot. They lift the weight of loneliness. They ease the tightness of worry. And over time, they change the shape of your days, making even the ordinary moments shimmer a little more. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment together. Right now, wherever you are, maybe sitting on a couch, maybe lying in bed, maybe watching this on your phone at the kitchen table, pause and look around. Notice something you're grateful for in your space. Maybe it's the soft light coming through the curtains. Maybe it's the photo of someone you love. Maybe it's the quiet. Let that feeling settle into you. Let it remind you that even in this exact moment, something good is here. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need a perfect past or a flawless future. All you need is a little willingness to notice what's already here and to say thank you for it, because when we choose gratitude, we choose to live more fully. We choose to see the beauty that's still unfolding. And most importantly, we choose to honor our lives, not just for what they once were, but for what they still are. So, if today you're feeling a little lighter, a little more hopeful, hold on to that. Let it carry you through the evening. And if this video brought something warm to your heart, share that warmth in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're thankful for today. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more to explore together. Here's to living your days with open eyes, an open heart, and a spirit lifted by the quiet power of gratitude. You're not alone on this journey. And no matter your age, your best days can still surprise you. Here's to living your best life, grateful, grounded, and gloriously present.